What's up, y'all? This is gonna be my spoiler review of Bring Her Back. This movie is nasty. I was eating something, and then there was throw up on the screen. I had to take a break from eating, bruh. That was nasty. That was nasty. Okay. This movie is very disgusting. So if you got like a weak stomach, please don't watch this. If you like scary movies, this might be for you. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a bad scary movie. It pissed me off the entire time. It pissed me off like a drama does. This movie is gross. So, in the beginning of the movie, you have two siblings, Andy, and I don't remember his sister's name because she kept pissing me off. What was his sister's name? Wow, she pissed me off so bad, I completely forgot her name. Anyways, she's blind. She can only see shapes and lights, right? So, these girls are at a stop sign, ready to get on the bus. She goes to talk to them to try to make friends. They don't want to be her friend because she's blind. And that happens with a lot of kids that have disabilities. So, very realistic. The movie is very much about grief. Very much, it's crazy because it's like I'm in a stage. It's like right now I'm going through a grieving period, right? My brother was killed in January. I'm dealing with it a lot better than I thought I was, and I'll say right now I'm like more calm about it than anything. Enough trauma dumping on y'all. I apologize, but it's just funny how this added up. Anyways, these two, they go home, and his sister, who's blind, comes outside to try and get his attention. He's working on the car, whatever. Their dad dies. He apparently had cancer and died. They're crying and stuff. Sister's like, he always answers. So I knew something was wrong. So yeah, he's got throw up all over his. 1 second. That is so nasty. He's got throw up all over his face. So gross. I'm just picturing it in my head right now. Anyways, all over his face. I'm probably gonna throw up. Anyways, he dies. They get sent to police station because they're gonna be sent to foster home and then a separate living unit because Andy is 17. He's about to be 18 in 3 months. Well, he's like, I'm not splitting this up. We're not doing that. And she was like, she's dealt with problem children before. The lady, Wendy, who was their counselor, she's like, she's dealt with problem children before. And she was like, his sister was like, what do you mean by that? He was like, I got in trouble when I was 8. She said grapefruit. That's their code word to basically tell the truth. And that is going to come into play later on in this video. So, boom, they talk about that. He's like, I got in trouble at 8, but it was a long time ago. Nothing's happened since then. So they ended up going to this lady's house. She's super weird. Her name is Laura. She's already starting to kind of like push her brother out of the picture. That's when in my head, I'm like, she wants something. Then she was like, you got to meet Pom Pom, my dog. Yeah, she got a taxidermy dog in there, and she barked and scared the girl. And I'm like, that's step one. Like, you're weird. Anyways, there's a little boy. His name's Oliver. And you come to find out later in the movie that it's her nephew. Or at least that's her nephew's name. There's a kid that's missing. His name is Connor Bird. Yeah, that's him. What the freak? Dude got a demon inside of him, basically. And I assume that she is bringing people to this demon so she can bring her daughter back to life. Another thing, her daughter, she's dead, right? Her body's in a freezer outside. That junk is weird. It's weird. Why? I'm going to stew up again. So, Laura is pushing Andy away. They go to their funeral. She's super weird at the funeral. She's got like an 80s outfit on, like she's finna go on a date, like she's 17. And she's like, I can't let you leave without saying goodbye to your dad. And at this point, when they were up there, Andy and his sister, she said, how does he look? He said, he looks good. And then she said, grapefruit. And he said, she looks good. He looks good, talking about their dad. They leave. That's when Laura brings that up. She's like, you didn't even look at him. She said, you said he looked good. He was like, I didn't want to see him like that. And literally, that is a first crack in their relationship. Shouldn't have been. I get y'all have y'all code and stuff to where y'all can't lie to each other, but that shouldn't have been all it took for you to even have one piece of seed of doubt. That's crazy. So yeah, she tells him to go back in there. Told him to go. He said goodbye. Then she told him to kiss him. He was apprehensive about. He kissed his forehead. That's weird. I didn't kiss my brother. I touched his chest, and that was too much for me. And I had to go. And I was really comforting a lot of other people. Again, sorry for trauma dumping. Just very, very much close to what I just went through. And then she said, kiss him on his lips. It's tradition. He said, no, it's not. She was like, yes. He said, no. This is after she already cut a piece of his dad's hair off after they left. Well, she kisses his dad on the mouth. He's dead, by the way. And they leave. Then they go get drunk and have fun and hang out together. You think everything's going to be well, but you forget that this is a freaking scary movie. Everybody gets drunk, including the little sister. Ollie don't, because he's a demon. He's locked up in a room somewhere. Laura and him are talking. He tells her, my dad used to beat me. He never hit her. He never hit her, though. But when he married her mom, he found the family he finally wanted. Well, he falls asleep because he's drunk as heck. Laura not drunk. She goes in the room, pees in a cup, and pours it on him. Which she used to be a counselor for kids that went through stuff like this before, right? So she's like, you peed the bed. And his sister's like, ew, Andy, what the heck? Well, later in the movie, this is after everything's coming to a head. She's coming to a head. It gets even weirder. And that's where we find out that the dude that's Ollie, the little boy that's Ollie, is actually Connor Bird. He actually figured this out because he was cutting fruit up when they went somewhere for whatever reason. And that's when he bit a knife. That man bit a knife. He was biting the fruit and then started eating the knife. It was disgusting, y'all. It was so gross. And then before that, he wrote Bird on a notepad because he told him, I know you don't like to talk, but I'll get you some paper so you can talk to me. Wrote Bird. Well, as they're leaving, the demon starts tripping out because he walked past his white line, which is probably Mountain Ash from Teen Wolf. And literally, he sees on the notepad it said Bird. And so when he's at the police station, like a long time ago, after Laura punches his sister in the face when she's asleep, that joke was so funny to me. That joke, when she was like, ow, ow. That joke was funny to me. Anyways, fast forward again. Him and her get into an altercation because he's recording. He's like, you're doing weird stuff. I don't like that. And literally, the camera was on Ollie's face or Connor Bird's face. And then like two of him appeared and then they went back together and then it went back and the camera flashed back again. He had like demon horns and it was like disgusting. It was disgusting as heck. I'm definitely going to have to repent after watching this movie. I should not have watched this. I'm not going to lie. And he punches a hole in the wall because Laura being weird, bro. And his sister's like, stop, Andy, please stop. She's hurt. He's like, she's lying. So she's like this. I'm like, yeah, I hope his sister dies. Then he makes it to the police station. He's talking to everybody, and they're like, she said you peed in the bed and stuff. You know, she da da da. He was like, did you even check on her? That kid is at her house right now. And she was like, she worked here for 20 years. So, police be pedophiles. Police be serial killers. So police be rapists. Counselors rape kids all the time. Like, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe ever. So, they go, and yeah, it's crazy. The movie is crazy as heck. I'm not going to tell y'all the ending, but that's what's going on right now. And Wendy did get hit by a car and died. It was hilarious. She literally just turned to a rag doll. If you like disgusting, scary movies, watch this, John. If not, go watch the Blair Witch Project or the Ritual. Peace. Y'all have a good one.